Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Shining Brighter. My name is Nick, and today I have a part 2 of a previous video. That video was about the power of words and intent and understanding them. And when I do my videos, I always have an idea in mind, but I don't script anything. I don't edit anything. And I always try to do my best to do everything in one take, with the exception of if I'm filming and I accidentally get somebody in the video. I want to respect their privacy, so I will scratch it and then start over again. But otherwise, pretty much it's all one take. So when I talked about the last video, it was all about, think before you speak. You never know what somebody's dealing with. And even though your words are powerful, your intent magnifies that. And you literally have the power to change somebody's life, or at least their day, for better or worse. So you have to kind of choose what you want to do. What I didn't get into in that video, partially because I have so much in my head, and partially because I try to keep my videos between 10 and 15 minutes. Is applying those lessons to yourself. It's very easy to forget to be kind to yourself and to give yourself grace and give yourself forgiveness, and realize that your words and your intentions to yourself affect you every bit as much, and sometimes even more, than what you do to other people. And the worst thing that you can do is to be detrimental to yourself. So, when you're dealing with people who are not there for you to help serve your better interests, to lift you up, to support you, to guide you, to even just offer, a friendly voice or a kind word. A lot of times, those are the types of people who will try and bring you down because of their own unhappiness, their own insecurities, their own weaknesses. And they keep going at you and hammering you and telling you you're no good, and telling you that you have no worth or value, telling you you shouldn't be respecting yourself. And given enough time and other circumstances, it can break down even the best of us. At which point you start believing it, and then you start telling yourself the same. So if you have all these people around you who are feeding you negative energy and siphoning it off your good energy, and then you start telling yourself the same, if you think what they were doing to you was strong, just imagine the effect on your mind and your emotions and your soul if you're telling yourself those same things. If you buy into it, if you believe it, and you tell yourself you're no good, you're never going to amount to anything, nobody likes you, nobody respects you, you will believe it, and you will break yourself down. And that is what leads so many people to prematurely leave this lifetime when they probably had so many beautiful and wonderful gifts to offer, but they didn't get the chance because their own words and intentions mirrored that of those around them. I will never judge anybody for what they do because I will never know their pain. But I would urge anyone who is in that type of a situation to reach out to good people. Even if they're strangers, you'd be surprised at the kindness, warmth, generosity, and love of strangers. Because there are so many out there that are amazing human beings, and when they see another human suffering, rather than trying to break them down or urge them to do something detrimental, they smile, they reach their hand out, they help you find your value, your worth, and realize your self-respect. And really, that's what we should all be doing for each other, especially these days where life is so crazy. And like I said before, you know, the world is very angry, very frustrated. People are lashing out, and for all the wrong reasons. So be kind to yourselves. Forgive yourselves. Show yourselves grace, because you deserve it no matter what anybody tells you. And soon, if you do that long enough and you do the work and you start listening to yourself, you will find that those people and their attempts and ill intentions to break you down, to make you feel horrible so that they feel better about themselves, you'll find that it won't work anymore and it doesn't matter. The biggest thing I can tell you is the only thing that matters in your world is what you think of yourself. Because if you live your life by what other people think, you're never going to be happy, because you cannot please everyone, because everybody wants something different of you and from you. And it's not their right to demand anything of or from you to make them happy. They have to do their own work. They're not entitled to your good energy. They're not entitled to your generosity. They're not entitled to your grace, forgiveness, love, kindness, warmth. They're not entitled to all the beautiful gifts that you have. Those things need to be earned, or they can only be given if you choose to give them and share them. And that's the point of this channel. Like so many of you, I've been through so many really tough things in my life. And I always like to remind myself that in so many ways, I'm extremely lucky. And there are so many people in the world who have it so much worse than I do. And while it's all relative and everybody deals with different things in their own ways, and different things affect people differently. The fact remains as you can choose how you deal with it. You can choose to isolate. You can choose to reach out. You can choose to help. And that's what I'm trying to do, is share my experiences with everyone in the hopes that even one person would recognize that they're not alone. And maybe our situations aren't exactly the same, but similar enough that maybe they can gain a new perspective from me. Or, maybe something positive resonates with them on how I deal with and process things. Maybe they choose to send me a comment and I'm able to send something positive their way to help. That's what I want to do. That's what this is about. But, I can offer and I can make my videos and I can put them out and I can hope that they help people. But first and foremost, you have to help yourself. You have to get out of the negative mindset. You have to realize that you are only a victim if you let yourself be. You have to choose to speak positive about yourself and have positive intent and intentions for yourself, because nobody can fix anybody. All we can do is be there to offer support and kindness and love. But if you're not willing to love yourself to begin with, then the rest is kind of an uphill battle. One that I hope nobody loses. The people who choose to speak bad about you or have ill intent towards you is because they are very, very, very much unhealed. Whatever their trauma is, certainly I will never make light of it because I don't know. And while I don't agree with these people lashing out and trying to hurt others to make themselves feel better, I don't wish them ill, because clearly they have something going on in their life that's pushing them to this point. So if you're down, if you're hurting, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling bad, you quite literally have the power to change that. Change your mind, change your self-perception. As silly as it may sound to some, go look in your mirror and say something positive. Look at yourself and say, I have value, I have worth, I matter. I am important in this world just as much as everyone else. Tell yourself, and intent has to be along with all these things, that you forgive yourself and that you love yourself and that you are enough. And if you can do that with pure intent and self-love, you'd be surprised at how much of a difference you can make in your life. And maybe then you will have given yourself the strength to reach out for help. Because you can't do it all on your own. There's just too much in life that prevents that. So in closing, everyone, like I always say, know your value, know your worth, respect yourselves. I see you all for who you really are, and I truly do love you for it. So, have good intentions for yourselves. Take care.